This is your 2-minute drill presented by University Hospitals. There's been plenty of attention devoted to the Browns quarterback competition during this week, but there are a number of position battles to watch as the Browns take on the Buccaneers Saturday night in the big dress rehearsal game of the preseason. Here are 3 position groups that still remain unsettled going into this big showdown. Behind Kenny Britt and Corey Coleman, it's wide open in the Browns wide receiver room. Second-year wide receiver Ricardo Lewis has looked good as a potential third receiver option, but that's nowhere near set in stone. Players such as Rashard Higgins, Jordan Payton, Rennell Hall, Jordan Leslie have all made plays, but not on a consistent basis, and Hugh Jackson still has some deciding to do when he decides that pecking order when it comes to the 53-man roster cutdown. The Browns made a big move earlier this week when they released veteran Desmond Bryant, but the defensive line remains very unsettled, largely because of the emerging players on a very competitive group. Trevin Coley has thrown things off by earning a starting job, and that means the rotation behind him has to really rise up and show they belong on this 53-man roster. Players such as Xavier Cooper, Nate Orchard, Cam Johnson have been up and down with the first, second, and third group, and they'll be fighting to get a spot on a group that could have 8 or 9 players when the Browns decide on 53. There may not be a tighter battle on this team than the one that's been brewing at kicker. Cody Parkey and rookie Zane Gonzalez have been showing their strong legs and have made most of their kicks when given the opportunity. It's hard to predict when those opportunities come up in Saturday's game, but whoever is sent on the field will have to make the most of it because this is a very tight-knit competition that could come down to one of the final kicks. The latest installment of Building the Browns begins at 6:30 on News 5, followed by Browns Countdown at 7 and Kickoff at 7:30. Keep it locked on clevelandbrowns.com and the Browns mobile app for all the extensive coverage from the Browns' big dress rehearsal game.